Hey everybody, welcome to Trilogy Tech Talk. I'm Rena Santoro, and we are at the 2016 RSA Conference in San Francisco. I'm here hanging out at the Skyhigh booth, and here to help me out is Rajiv Gupta. How you doing?
I'm doing very well, and how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. All right, so what is going on with Skyhigh?
So we are addressing what Gartner, a number of analysts say, is one of the key problems enterprises have today, and that's to do with cloud security. And so fundamentally, enterprises want to use cloud services for a few reasons. One of them is that it makes their employees more productive. And the second is it helps them collaborate better with their partners and customers and so on and so forth. But the concern with the cloud is security, right? That is, how do they make sure that the data sitting in a public cloud service like a 365 or Salesforce or Box or so on and so forth meets their specific privacy, governance, compliance requirements, right? Now in fact, what we find very interesting is people today are starting to recognize that some of these cloud services are actually more secure than the data sitting in private data centers, right? Because Microsoft, for example, does spend more in security than any one company can. But the issue is Microsoft focuses on the infrastructure pieces that 365 sits on. But for me, if I'm a bank, if I'm an insurance company, I'm a healthcare provider, I'm any company, I have additional security requirements I need to meet, and those are the ones that Skyhigh is meeting, essentially enabling enterprises to leverage the power of cloud while still meeting the requirements that are essential for them. So since this is so important, that's the reason why we're seeing such a large demand for what we're doing, and it's a great place to be. RSA is a fantastic place to be, especially if you have something that the customers want, and our booth here, the success here is testimony to that.
All right, and is Skyhigh announcing anything during RSA?
Yeah, so we did announce something actually quite significant, which is we've been doing this cloud security, and Gartner calls this cloud access security broker. We've been doing this about 4 years now, and we're the first ones to help define this category. And what we found across the 4 years is that a lot of companies are trying to do this, but didn't really have, they're trying to do it sort of in their own way. They're rediscovering from scratch. And so what we defined this year is a reference architecture. And we produced a reference architecture in partnership with about 26 different companies as enterprises, organizations in general, want to use a cloud, as they want to enable cloud security, as they want to deploy a cloud access security broker, what are the best practices to do that? And that reference architecture is something we introduced, and we're getting a lot of interest and traction because it's actually meeting a customer need. It's not a product, we have a number of product issues we've announced, but this one is much more for the industry. And we're seeing that appreciation come from our customers as well as prospects alike.
All right, and I'm just going to ask you, who are your customers and what are they saying about Skyhigh, and what other potential customers should know about you?
Yeah, so good question. So any company, any organization that is using a cloud, and I'll tell you, all are using cloud services, whether they know it or not, whether they like it or not, they need to know what Skyhigh does. They need to know that a solution like what Skyhigh provides, a cloud access security broker, is available and addressing those needs. Because if they don't have that, they're essentially jumping off a plane without a parachute, right? And that's not a good place to be.
No.
Exactly right. So we have a number of customers that we've announced in the past with Western Union, we've had Aetna, we've had a bunch of customers, you heard of HP, for example, in the background, who are using Skyhigh to address their needs, to make sure that they can make cloud be a partner to them, as opposed to cloud be a point of security issues for them.
Well, I think you hit all the great points. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
No, the only thing I'd like to add is RSA has been fantastic, in general every year, this year as well. It's a great place for practitioners to come and not only meet with folks like us, but meet each other as well. It's like a homecoming for many of us who've been in the security space for a long time. And we just feel very fortunate, very humble that we have these kinds of customers. You see some of the names in the back, who are also advocates, right? When they talk to their peers, they say, hey, we're using Skyhigh to address this need, you should do that as well. And that's much better than any marketing that we can do. So we're happy where we are, very fortunate. I appreciate your time, give us the opportunity to describe what we're doing, and for all the folks listening to this, all the very best on your cloud journey.
All right.
Thank you
very much.
Thank you.
Good luck.